Okay, it's your boy Mr. Cheap Sense back with another review, and I know you guys were sitting around wondering where the hell the video was at for today. Here it is. First off, the reason why I'm so late today is I was here on time, but I stopped by Ross first, and then I stopped by TJ Maxx and Bell's, and I actually was doing a video in store at TJ Maxx, and I knew it was gonna happen. The video got interrupted. I was trying to do it without putting it in airplane mode like a dummy, and as soon as I was like right at the end of showing what they might as well say didn't have, somebody called my phone and interrupted the video. So it is what it is, man. So you really didn't miss anything. As always, TJ Maxx, Ross, and Bell's really didn't have too much of anything. I did see a what was it? I can't remember the name of it. I think I have one too. Lacoste, what is it? Lacoste Red or something like that. It was the 125 ml bottle for like, I think it was like 40 bucks. But I smelled that one before, and I'm really not into that one. What else I seen? Oris, I forgot the name of the house, but it's the one everybody's been finding lately in the square boxes. But I'm not interested in those. 40 bucks for that. The gift sets were pretty shitty. That was about it. Everything else was either Adidas or, you know, some other lower name brand stuff that I really don't deal with. Ross didn't have anything, period. So Bell's, I did get one fragrance from Bell's, and this one was a real cheapie, and it is Lucky You brand, and this is the one that smells soapy. I actually like this one. Not sure about the performance because I've never owned one of these before. But I did spray it on some tissue, and I like the smell of it. And so I am going to wear this one probably more than I wear anything else because it's so hot right now. But this is a very clean, fresh, soapy type fragrance. Very inexpensive. I have heard some people say that the performance on these are kind of crappy. But, I mean, for the amount of money you pay for it, I think this was like $10 or $11, which that was on clearance with the yellow sticker. I don't mind having something like this if it's gonna be clean, fresh, soapy. Nobody is gonna tell you that you smell too clean or too fresh or too soapy. So this is something you can get away with wearing on a regular basis. If you're going to the gym, if you're going to, you know, run errands or something like that, and you don't want to waste your good juice, you know, you're going to sweat because it's super hot outside, just spray on something like this. You'll be clean, fresh, soapy smelling, and it is what it is. And the one I wore today is one I actually got in a trade a little while back, and this is Lanvin Lhomme, and I actually looked up the wrong notes on this one. I actually looked up Lanvin Pour Homme instead of Lanvin Lhomme. This is the Eau de Toilette concentration, but this is that kind of purplish looking juice. I like this bottle. I do not like this thing they got, this contraption they got on the top. I guess it's supposed to be something stopping the top from being able to be pulled off or whatever, but who knows. It snaps into place, so I may just break that off. Yeah, I can take that off. I don't like that. That's kind of cheesy to me. So what I get out of this, and like I said, I looked up the note breakdowns, and it did not match what I was getting out of this. When I spray this on, I get kind of floral almost. Smells a little green. It's nice though. It really is nice. I don't recall getting any compliments with this one today, but I did get one because my friend got on the elevator, and after I had came up, she got in after me and was coming up, and she said, I could tell you've been in this elevator because when I just came down the elevator, we were playing tag because I was in the office getting my keys redone and paying my rent, and so she missed me. But this one left a scent trail inside the elevator, and she said she could smell me. She knew it was me, so that's pretty cool that I got that compliment. So that's pretty much what I get. I wanted to say it was kind of citrusy, but I get floral. It does smell somewhat citrusy, but the dry down, it kind of gets me to thinking it's something floral in it. So what I'll do is I'll look up the note breakdown and do an update video. So don't quote me on what I'm saying right now, because like I said, I thought it was Lanvin Pour Homme, and it's Lanvin Lhomme. And the notes I got out of that one was bergamot. I think it was like maybe orange or mandarin. It does have some woody note in the dry down and some other stuff. I can't remember all of it, but I'll find out for sure what it is, unless you guys just don't give two shits like I really don't. Just know that it's a pretty good fragrance. Projection on it is probably about an hour and a half. Longevity on it about 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours, something like that. I did reapply. Not the best in performance. It's probably an average. I was gonna say below average, but I'll give it average, just above average. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. If you guys want to know, I guess you can look up the notes yourself if you want to. Or you can let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a follow-up video on this one and let you all know what's in it. But just know that this is an inexpensive fragrance. Notice I did not say cheap. This is an inexpensive fragrance, and I think you can find this one online for at least 20 bucks if I'm not mistaken. If you're looking for something different than what you have in your collection as far as bottle and presentation, and there probably are fragrances that smell something like this or similar to it, but if you don't have anything like this and you're looking for something inexpensive to just throw in the collection, mainly for people who have collections that aren't consisting of those higher end niche fragrances, I have to reiterate that, because I don't want people thinking that my channel is all about the expensive high-end niche and indie and whatever else kind of fragrances that are out there that cost an arm and a leg. These fragrances that I do, and many other people like me who do reviews, are mostly about inexpensive fragrances, and they don't always have to be about fragrances like Lucky You brand, in which I consider that a cheapie or an inexpensive fragrance. But fragrances like, and let me make sure I pull my pants up, I don't want to offend anybody, like I give a fuck. Fragrances like these are considered inexpensive or cheapy fragrances because I found this, which they sell in retail stores still. This is Bulgari Aquamarine, which is a great summertime scent. Very aquatic, very salty, nice smelling. I got mad compliments when I wore this one. I found this one at our local TJ Maxx some months or maybe a year ago for like 30 some odd dollars for a 50 ml. So that's what I call inexpensive. This one, and I've even seen my guy over at Scent Nation found one of these earlier today. I think his was 20 some odd dollars for the gift set. This one was purchased for $33 or $34, $35, something like that. That's an inexpensive fragrance. Because retail price on these run you about 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100 and something dollars. Trust me. Easy. Especially at our local Belts across the street. They high as hell. So finding something like this, especially in a gift set, and it came with another little smaller bottle that I just sent off to a subscriber in exchange for some other like decants or something like that, which I don't mind. But that's another inexpensive fragrance. And something like this that I found in Ross some time back, which is Prada Lumirosa Sport. This is a 125 ml bottle I found for 40 bucks. That's inexpensive. I'm not talking about, like I said, Lucky You brand that's like, you know, $5 to $10, $12, or like Nautica Voyage, and I know I keep using that, but Nautica Voyage you can find at like City Trends for like $6, $7. Like, I'm not talking about those kind of cheapies, although you can find some in that price range that actually do smell pretty good and sometimes last just as long as some of the expensive ones. Obviously, I don't know too much about Lucky You brand, but just the scent alone is enough to make me want to have this just to spray on something, you know, if I just want to skate by for a day or something like that without using anything, you know, of better quality, I should say. Anyway, it's time for me to get up out of here. Before I do, to all the people I messaged earlier today, if you see this video, I did send you guys pictures of the packages that I shipped off at FedEx today. And if you didn't get a picture, which the only person who shouldn't have gotten one is my guy Trey Sense. I did take a picture, 2 pictures, and tried to send it through an email. But like last time, my phone was acting up. My phone is acting up again, and it would not. It wouldn't even pull the picture up for me to attach it to the file. So I don't have tracking numbers for those fragrances today because the only tracking number they had was one tracking number, and it was the stickers that I always send you guys. You know what I'm talking about. They only had one left. She dug and dug and dug, and she couldn't find any more, so I guess they got to order some. That's why I sent you guys pictures of the packages already packaged up in the store, so you'll know I was at FedEx shipping you your fragrances. So hopefully sometime next week you guys will be picking those up, or they'll be delivered, and vice versa. For me, y'all guys are supposed to be shipping me some stuff, and some of you have already done so, and I thank you very much. What else? I think that's about it. It's gonna be a pretty chill night for me tonight. I don't plan on doing too much of jack because last night, yesterday, my boss man got an email saying that it was stripper like 12 inches up the wall, or wax as they put it, 12 inches up the wall. And you know how it is, the guys who have done floors before, when you strip on the floor, you get that slurry that slings from underneath the machine, and it gets on every damn thing. That's what happened. And so I spent most of my night last night wiping baseboards and walls, trying to get all that stuff off of there. So it came off pretty easy. I just mixed up a little bit of stripper and some water, and sprayed the baseboards, and it just wiped right off with the rag. So I got their precious baseboards looking back nice again. But I got the mind frame now to not even want to do anything else in that building. I hate when people nitpick and complain about everything. I wasn't even done, and they was already complaining. But it is what it is. I'm not doing nothing tonight. I'm going in, clocking in, and I'm going to find me a building, and I'm going to sit on my ass and watch reviews tonight because it's Friday. I do have a good mind not to go to damn work, but I need that cash, so I'm not even going to start being lazy. With that being said, I am out of here, guys. Thank you all for being loyal subscribers to this channel. I know it's been a lot of BS going on lately with all this negativity and people, you know, wanting to start stuff because they don't have a life. But we try our best over here to keep it positive. I thank you guys, all guys and ladies, for your kind words and motivation to keep doing this thing. The show don't stop. One monkey don't stop no show, as in the words of Goody Mob. We just gonna keep it moving over here, and people are making videos and, you know, mentioning subjects that I've been preaching and talking about, in which I'm not the originator of any of this. There are people way before me that came into the game that did some of this same stuff. I might just be pushing a little bit harder than the rest of them. Some of them that just get to a point where they don't care anymore and they just let people say what they say. But if I have to be an advocate to push for the small guys like us, then that's what I'm going to do until the wheels fall off. So as long as y'all support me, we can keep this thing moving and we can keep pushing through all the negativity, because believe me, on the other side there is a bright light shining down, and we're going to be standing in the middle of it. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.